I'm very happy to be talking to Bruce Gracie this morning. He's a special advisor to the Canadian Ministry of Industry. Now, Canada has something in common with many developing countries. It has a large landmass with a population which is often very isolated and spread across that landmass. What problems have you had in rolling out broadband infrastructure, and how have you solved those problems?
Well, actually, we've had this issue with us for many years, how to serve our population in remote and rural areas. And as you said, the huge landmass in Canada presents certain challenges for us to ensure that we serve these people to the best of our abilities. So for years we've had a strategy to serve these people via satellite, in some cases through terrestrial means, optical, fiber, microwave, etc. So broadband rollout is certainly one of the key issues it remains with us, and we understand it's a very important issue, a priority issue for many countries.
The issue of emergency communication is really coming to the fore at the moment. Tell me why you have such strong opinions about this. The
recent events earlier this year in Haiti and Chile, in terms of the earthquakes, certainly highlighted the need for all agencies to work together to provide emergency assistance as quickly as possible, which includes the ITU, of course, given its particular expertise in telecommunications and ICTs. It's important that ITU be included within any strategy to deal with the first response to disasters such as this.
What are we talking about on the ground? We've seen that there are organisations like Télécoms Sans Frontières in France, and the ITU also has an emergency response team. Would you like to see more of this sort of thing on the ground?
I think one of the key priorities for Canada and for many other countries is to ensure that there is close collaboration and cooperation between and among all agencies in a disaster such as this. One of the biggest problems, even though everyone is well-meaning, if they cannot communicate, they're at a tremendous disadvantage. In the first response to a disaster, there's many agencies involved, including military, police, fire, aid agencies. They all need communications. And one of the important aspects of the work of ITU is to generate and encourage those who can respond in a positive way to reestablish the communications infrastructure. This is a very important contribution the ITU can make in this area. One of the decisions that was taken at the last World Radio Communication Conference was a resolution for the ITU to establish a database of frequencies and frequency bands that can be used in the first hours of a disaster to reestablish communications. One of the problems in Indonesia a few years ago with the tsunami was that the emergency teams that were sent to the area could not land their aircraft because they had no idea which frequencies needed to be used. So these are the sorts of things the ITU can make a tremendous contribution on.